Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Star Wars The Black Series, Star Wars The Mandalorian armor, which the armor is right on the side, which I'll be showing you. I just don't understand why they just couldn't have it say the armor on the front, but this is the exclusive version of the armor. On the left side of the box, we got some artwork of the armor, and see, it does say armor right there. I wasn't lying. Now on the back of the box, the only way to really see it is by sliding it out partially, because these two are attached, but you can really see this amazing artwork right here. We do have some read-up information on the box, so feel free to pause it if you want to read it. Now, you can't be an armor without some tools. Now, this is one of the items that you get with the regular release. We get this hammer, because, I mean, if you're going to be smelting and making armor, you got to have a hammer, and it looks pretty nice, casted into silver plastic. We also get a pair of tongs, so therefore the armor can retrieve any smelted goods out of the furnace. And I mean, these are sculpted pretty nice. And again, they're made out of that silver plastic. And if one pair of tongs wasn't enough, we get a super long set of tongs. So I guess depending how deep you have to go in that furnace. Now, taking a closer look at the tips of the tongs, I love the translucent orange. It shows that these tongs are really, really hot. And I like how the silver sort of fades into the orange. It looks great. It's pretty awesome. Now we do get another hammer, and this one's dripping full of honey. Man, Winnie the Pooh must be enjoying this hammer. But no, this is supposed to be like a hot, dripping with liquid metal type of hammer. And again, the transition to the silver into the orange, it looks great. And this one actually has a hole in it. This one is unique because it works with this effect piece. And this thing's all sculpted nicely. It's got a peg right there. So you take the hammer and you just pour it right in there, so you can have it look like it's actually hitting metal and causing sparks. Now, the last accessory she comes with is a Mandalorian helmet, and it looks awesome. It's got this silver paint on it, but then it's also casted in that orange plastic. You know, you can see it. It's all hot. It's got the little blue mark. That must be where they are doing the striking to make and form this helmet. I like it. It looks really cool. It has me curious if this will fit on that exclusive Target Mandalorian with the gross looking face. So I'm wondering if this helmet would fit over it. So, you know, you'd be like, I don't like your face, I'm going to put a scalding helmet right on there. But I like it. I really like this sculpt. Then we can get over here with the hammer. And, you know, the hammer, pretty much you just sort of be like, sort of like this, I guess. You know, she's forming the helmet with the hammer. Up close, we got the armor, and her helmet is sculpted fantastic. I love the sculpt work, the paint work on there. It's got a wash over it. We got the spiky horns coming out the top. It's a badass looking Mandalorian helmet. And I really love the soft goods on the back of this. She still has the port in case you have both and you want to switch it, which if you have this, I don't understand why you'd even want that plastic nasty one. I'm all about the soft goods when it comes to certain figures. And when it comes to Mandalorians, I like them so much. So the soft goods really help sell me on this figure. Plus those extra accessories are always a bonus. The helmet's pretty cool because when you look up underneath, you can sort of see as if they sculpted a face. But I would just imagine that just being the little pullover mask underneath it. And the armor looks great. Has a nice pearlescent metallic shine to it. Shoulder pads, like this definitely looks like if it was a Mandalorian, you had to label it, it would definitely be an armorer, because you even got the thick gloves to protect the hands. Sculpt work, paint work is there. This thing is sexy. We also got this apron here, texture of leather. The wash definitely makes it pop even more. Looks really, really nice. Then we got her legs, which she has stripes that go straight down to these giant boots. And these boots, you know, these things are going to be steel-toed to protect her feet from, you know, and they're probably fireproof too. But not too bad. And this texture throughout, even in the pants. Very, very nice looking figure. Little excess paint right there. Don't know what that's from. But it's pretty awesome. I like it. I can never be disappointed. Well, I could be disappointed with figures, but I can never have enough Mandalorians. And so far, just from looking this one over, this is an awesome looking Mandalorian and definitely a great piece to have to your collection. Diving into articulation, her head can do a full 360. It can angle up. It can go down that far. Now, all my articulation is in this ball joint in the head, but it looks like there's a separate piece for this lower neck portion. So if anybody has this figure, let me know if your bottom neck is moving and it's supposed to, because that'll give me an idea if I should be heating this figure up or not. But articulation in the head's not too bad. Now, you do got these shoulder pads, so the arms go up. They click once. At least both my arms have a click, and you're going to see that this thing can rotate, you know, like you should. There's no bicep swivel. We get a single jointed elbow. At first I was like, oh, darn. And if you look, there's no pins, so pinless. Look at that. Look at the angle you get on that with a single joint. Really good articulation right there. We get wrist rotation, and there's a wrist bend in there. It just doesn't want to work for some reason. I don't know if it's the cuffs or what's going on there. Then another part of articulation that I was really impressed with is that we do have a butterfly that actually functions a decent amount. You can see how much that arm is moving just from the butterfly. Now, doing her arms 360, you know, it sort of buckles out to the side a little bit, but you can do it. You can definitely do it. As for ab crunch type of stuff, I checked underneath the skirt to see if there was like a waist swivel, and there's definitely not. All the swivel is up here in this ab ball. So you can twist, lean, you know, all the movement is all going to be right here. She can do the splits, you know, not too bad. It's not like full Van Damme, but still not bad for an armorer. And she can kick up. So the actual skirt is pliable enough that it doesn't get in the way. And then she does have thigh cut here. We get a single jointed knee. It pivots at the knee. No boot swivel. It's like, man, they could have done boot swivel. Ankle bend, which it works better going down this way because there's not much movement because the lip of the shoe hits, or the boot hits part of this plastic. You can sort of see that going on there. And crazy ankle pivot. Look at that. I love this figure already. I was able to put the actual tongs in her hands, clip the helmet in there, and it looks awesome. So anybody that's out there that's making like dials could probably make a pretty badass forge for this armor. And especially with the new Mandalorian with the child from Target, you can get those Beskar pieces and just add more accessories to the whole dial. I mean, it's awesome. I love the fact that she's holding on to it and she's not actually adding too much tension to these thin pieces of plastic where it's going to feel like it's going to snap up here or anything like that. But that is something you have to watch out for. These are thin. It is plastic. So try not to add too much, you know, friction to where these are going to snap. I really like the posability out of this armor. Sure, it's not your Spider-Man ninja poses, but it's enough for her. And with her boots and her gloves that are on her, I would expect that she could actually pick up that molten sort of hot metal with those gloves because, I mean, it's future, and I'm sure the thermal gloves and all that stuff are able to handle that now. But I could see her sort of holding up the helmet, hammering it, and sort of forming it in hand. It's a very cool looking setup, and yeah, she just dropped the helmet, but I mean, it's an awesome figure. I like it. When it comes to the armor, I'm totally pleased that I got a hold of this figure. I'm glad I got the exclusive, and honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna have her pose with my Mandalorians because there's a lot of different posing capabilities. So maybe I want to get a little maybe custom forge or something. I don't really know yet, but I'm really liking this figure. I love what they're doing with these Mandalorian figures. It's awesome. I can't praise it enough. It's a solid figure. Comes with plenty of accessories. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Star Wars The Black Series Armor, the exclusive edition. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It'll mean the world to me. And also, make sure you hit that silver bell notification so you know when I post up a new video. I want you guys to make sure you check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below, and there's a promo code just for you guys to get free shipping on anything you see on that website. And make sure you guys check out the pre-order group as well, as Andrew does amazing pre-order pricing, and it allows you to stay in the know with what is coming out. So check that out for sure down below in the description. And I want you guys to most importantly have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.